stuff. So the first question for Jacques is like overall reaction to the draw. Obviously Ireland and Scotland as their named opposition, but how do you feel now that the draw is made?
I think the clarity of knowing now who you're going to face, and now you can actually start your planning going forward. So I think the first reaction to the draw was clarity, and then if you delve deeper into the draw and you look at it, obviously we're playing top opposition, and I think every pool will be top opposition, but it is actually alarming to think that either South Africa, Ireland or Scotland won't make it to the knockout stages. So we really, as from South African point of view, we've got to be on top of our game going into the World Cup, and we got to make sure that we have a nice squad that's competitive, and because that would be what will be required to get out of your pool.
How was that, James?
Yeah, that's good for us, thank you.
Fantastic.
The second question is about Ireland, actually, in particular. It's not a country you've ever met at the full stage. Scotland you've played a few times. How do you go about preparing for a team like Ireland?
Yeah, I think we're quite fortunate. Myself and Rassie went and coached in Ireland in 2016, 2017. So we know the competition quite well. We've coached against the coaches. I've worked closely with their head coach Andy Farrell when he was a defence coach for the national team, and I was a defence coach for Munster. So we had a good working relationship. So in terms of Ireland, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to give you an inside lane, but we know the environment, we know the players, we know the club system there. And then I think we're fortunate enough that we will probably play them in the lead up in I think an incoming test series to South Africa. We might play against them 3 test matches before 2023. So yes, we will have to be lock and loaded for Ireland. They're a quality side, and I can say that because I know the players. I've coached against the players, so they're a quality side, and obviously coached against the coaches as well.
And just looking back slightly at 2019, obviously going into this new World Cup as defending champions, what sort of pressure does that bring with it?
Yeah, different. It's a different environment for us, I think, as a team. You know, to be number one, to be the world champions, it's something that we haven't been before. This group, obviously, we've been world champions in 2007 and 1995. But I mean, for this group, it will be a new experience. Everybody chasing you, everybody wanting to play their best game against you to prove a point. So I think that's something we have to adapt to as a group and as a coaching staff, because everybody will look at their calendar and see, listen, when are we going to play against South Africa? Okay, we need to pitch for that game. Not that they don't need to pitch for the other games, but you obviously want to state a claim and make a point when you play the number one team in the world or the defending world champion. So like I said, it's something that we will have to deal with, and that's probably where our team has to evolve to.
And what we saw in South Africa and what we've seen subsequently from your group of players, that they seem to be so close, so tight with each other, and that seems to really, I don't know, it gives you an edge, but it really kind of adds to the performance on the pitch. How important is that kind of culture of brotherhood to the South African team?
I think it's that culture, brotherhood. I think it's important for any team, not just for South Africa. You have to be a band of brothers. You have to know that you have each other's backs. So I think now it will be massive for us. If we want to be successful, we will not be successful as individuals. We will have to be successful as a team, and I'm not talking a playing team. I'm talking as a management with the players and the whole performance group around us. We will all have to be tight and have to know that we have each other's back. So not just for us, I think if you want to be successful as a team, that has to be the standard for any team. So yeah, we will have to work hard and in keeping those bonds and keeping those bridges between our players, management, and performance staff. We have to operate as a collective.
And we're 3 years out now. your opposition, you know the sort of cities this is going to be played in. How do you go about planning from this period?
I think our planning will probably be stage by stage. We haven't been exposed to international rugby as yet. We have currently our local competition playing in South Africa, which is picking up nicely, and there's nice derby matches and good test matches, and I'm really happy with the quality that is currently coming through in our Currie Cup. But the next step will then be to get us back into and expose us to international rugby in 2021. And obviously then we've got the British and Irish Lions, looking forward to that, and then it's Rugby Championship. So I think how will we prepare? We're 3 years out. I think we'll just take it month by month, week by week, day by day, and then start building up towards 2023. And there's a lot of gaps in between from now till 2023, and we just have to focus on the next big game and the next big schedule for us, or time zone for us. Yeah, so I think that's how we will look at it.
I was going to ask about the Lions tour, because obviously you're seeing the best of the home nations of the United Kingdom. That's got to be quite good timing. Is that something which kind of could work in your favour, do you think?
Yes, obviously, I think after the World Cup, the probably next special tournament, just because it comes once every 12 years, is the British and Irish Lions. And not taking away of the Rugby Championship or Six Nations or any of that, but just it's just something that doesn't happen often. So obviously super excited for the British and Irish Lions. And yes, it will definitely give us exposure to those players, you know, that we will probably face in 2023 World Cup. Will it give you an edge? Probably not, because a lot can happen, you know, from 2021 till 2023. As happened with us personally, South Africa. You know, when we came back from Ireland, myself and Russie, it was the beginning of 2018. You know, and we only had 14 or 18 test matches before the World Cup, and a lot of things have changed in those 18 test matches. So yes, it will be lovely to play against them and to get exposure to the quality of players that will be in that British and Irish Lions team. But there will be a lot of water still to flow underneath the bridge from British and Irish Lions to France 2023.
All good?
Thank you very much for your time. We're done. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, good. No problem. Good luck in their preparations.
Thank you very much. We'll need it.
Thank you. Thanks for your patience. Take care.
Thanks, Ryan. No problem. See you soon.
Pleasure, man. Well done with